Many people struggle with money, often feeling stuck in a cycle of debt and bad spending habits. But why does this happen? One reason is that some poor spending habits keep people from reaching their financial goals. While it might seem like small purchases don't matter, over time they can add up and prevent saving money. Experts like Ramsey and Warren Buffett have shared how frugal living, saving money, and being smart with finances are key to building wealth and achieving financial independence. In this video, I will show you 7 common things that poor people waste their money on and how adopting frugal habits can help break the cycle. By learning from these mistakes and making better choices, anyone can start saving more money and move towards a more secure financial future. Let's dive into the 7 biggest money-wasting habits that hold people back. Number 1. Expensive coffee and daily takeout. Many people don't realize how much money they waste on small, daily purchases like expensive coffee and takeout meals. Buying a $5 coffee every day might seem harmless, but over time, it adds up to a lot. If you spend $5 on coffee every day, that's around $150 a month or $1,800 a year. The same goes for ordering takeout regularly. It might be convenient, but it's much more expensive than cooking at home. Financial experts like Ramsey often talk about how small, unnecessary expenses like these can slow down your progress towards saving money and reaching your financial goals. Warren Buffett, one of the richest people in the world, is known for being very frugal. He doesn't waste money on things like expensive coffee. The solution? Start making your coffee at home and cook more meals instead of ordering takeout. By cutting back on these daily purchases, you can save hundreds or even thousands of dollars each year. It's a simple change that can have a big impact on your financial future. Plus, homemade coffee and meals can be just as delicious, if not better. Number 2. High-end fashion and designer brands. Many people feel pressured to buy expensive clothes and designer brands to look rich or stylish. However, spending money on high-end fashion can hurt your finances more than it helps your appearance. Poor people often waste money on clothing that is overpriced just to impress others, when in reality, these expensive items don't make a lasting difference in their lives. Financial expert Ramsey talks about the danger of trying to keep up with the Joneses, which means spending money just to appear successful. This habit keeps many people poor, as they're focused on looking wealthy rather than actually building wealth. Warren Buffett, for example, doesn't waste money on designer clothes. He focuses on smart investments and living simply. Instead of spending on brands, it's better to focus on quality and value. You can find stylish and durable clothes at affordable prices, especially by shopping at thrift stores or buying on sale. Minimalism, which means owning fewer but more useful things, is another great way to save money. By cutting back on high-end fashion and focusing on what really matters, you'll be able to keep more money in your pocket and start building real wealth. Number 3. The latest tech gadgets and smartphones. Many people feel the need to always have the latest tech gadgets and smartphones, even though they are expensive. Poor people often waste money by upgrading their phones or buying new gadgets every year, thinking it will improve their life or status. However, these new devices are often only slightly better than the older models, and the high cost can put a strain on finances. Buying the latest smartphone, which can cost over $1,000, may seem exciting, but it's rarely a smart financial decision. Warren Buffett, one of the richest people in the world, still uses an old flip phone, proving that you don't need the latest tech to be successful. It's important to remember that gadgets lose value quickly, and constantly upgrading them wastes money that could be saved or invested. The solution? Don't rush to buy the latest model. Keep your current phone or gadget for as long as it works well. If you must upgrade, consider buying used or refurbished devices, which are much cheaper. By avoiding the constant tech upgrades, you'll save hundreds of dollars each year and get one step closer to financial independence. Number 4. Lottery tickets and get-rich-quick schemes. Many poor people spend money on lottery tickets, hoping to hit the jackpot and become rich overnight. Unfortunately, the chances of winning the lottery are incredibly low, less than 1 in a million. Yet, people continue to waste their hard-earned money on tickets, believing that luck will solve their financial problems. Over time, this habit can add up to hundreds or even thousands of dollars spent, with no return. Similarly, get-rich-quick schemes promise easy money but usually lead to disappointment and financial loss. These schemes may seem tempting because they offer fast results with little effort, but most of them are scams or risky investments. Instead of making people rich, they often leave them in worse financial shape than before. Dave Ramsey and other financial experts often warn against gambling with your money, whether it's through lottery tickets or risky schemes. Building wealth takes time, discipline, and smart decisions, not shortcuts. Warren Buffett, a billionaire, has built his fortune over decades by making wise, long-term investments rather than chasing quick money. The solution is to avoid gambling and get-rich-quick schemes altogether. Instead, focus on proven methods like saving, investing, and budgeting. By slowly growing your money through sound financial practices, you'll have a much better chance of achieving financial independence than by relying on luck or risky shortcuts. Remember, slow and steady wins the race when it comes to building wealth. Number 5. Expensive car payments and leasing. Many people feel the need to drive new or expensive cars, even when they can't afford them. Poor people often make the mistake of getting into long-term car loans or leasing expensive cars. While having a nice car might feel good, the monthly payments, high insurance costs, and maintenance can quickly drain their money. These car payments can be as high as $500 or more each month, leaving less money for savings, bills, or emergencies. What many don't realize is that cars lose their value quickly. A new car can lose up to 20% of its value in the first year alone. This means that people are paying a lot of money for something that is worth less every day. Leasing a car is even worse because you never actually own the car, and you end up paying more in the long run just to drive a car for a short time. Financial experts like Dave Ramsey suggest avoiding car loans and leasing altogether. Instead, they recommend buying used cars with cash. A reliable used car can be much cheaper to own, and it won't come with high monthly payments. Warren Buffett, for example, drives a modest car and believes in living below your means. By choosing a cheaper, used car, you can save thousands of dollars over the years. This extra money can be put towards savings, paying off debt, or investing in your future. In the end, it's not the car you drive, but the financial freedom you gain that matters most. Number 6. Unnecessary subscription services. In today's world, it's easy to sign up for multiple subscription services without realizing how much they cost over time. Many people pay for things like streaming services, gym memberships, or even magazine subscriptions that they don't use regularly. Poor people often waste money on these monthly payments, thinking it's just a small amount, but those small fees can add up quickly. For example, paying $10 a month for a service might not seem like much, but if you have 5 or 6 subscriptions, you could be spending $50 or more each month. Over a year, that's $600 that could be used for savings or paying off debt. Often, people don't even realize how many subscriptions they have because they're automatically charged every month. To save money, it's important to review all your subscriptions regularly. Ask yourself if you really use each one enough to justify the cost. If not, cancel it. Many financial experts, like Dave Ramsey, encourage cutting down on unnecessary expenses as part of a frugal lifestyle. By reducing the number of subscriptions, you can save money each month and use it for more important financial goals, like building an emergency fund or paying off debt. Number 7. Credit card debt and financing purchases. Credit card debt is one of the biggest financial traps poor people fall into. Many people use credit cards to buy things they can't afford at the moment, thinking they will pay it off later. However, high interest rates on credit cards make it difficult to pay off the balance. Over time, the debt grows, and people end up paying much more than the original purchase price due to interest. Financing purchases, such as buying a new TV or furniture on credit, can also be a costly mistake. While it might seem convenient to make small payments each month, the interest adds up, making the item much more expensive in the long run. This kind of debt keeps people stuck in a cycle of paying off past purchases instead of saving for their future. Financial experts like Dave Ramsey always advise avoiding credit card debt. Ramsey suggests using cash or debit cards for purchases so you can only spend what you have. This way, you avoid interest charges and live within your means. He also recommends paying off credit card debt as quickly as possible, using methods like the debt snowball where you focus on paying off the smallest debt first. The solution is simple. Stop using credit cards for everyday purchases and avoid financing big-ticket items unless absolutely necessary. By paying with cash and saving for what you need, you can stay out of debt and start building wealth instead of giving your money away in interest payments. Wasting money on unnecessary things can keep people trapped in a cycle of financial stress. From daily coffee runs to expensive cars, small habits add up and stop you from reaching your financial goals. By learning to be more mindful of your spending and focusing on frugal living, you can start saving money and working toward financial independence. Remember, it's not about depriving yourself, but making smarter choices that lead to a better future. If you want to take control of your finances, start by cutting back on these common money-wasting habits. Focus on saving, budgeting, and making thoughtful decisions with your money. For more tips on personal finance, frugal living, and building wealth, make sure to subscribe to our channel and check out our other videos. Start your journey to financial freedom today. Now, if you want to learn how to achieve financial success, then watch this video next. If you made it to this point in the video, please like and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.